All right, next fight on the card, we've got Mahmoud Muradov taking on Gerald Meerschaert. Muradov is the largest favorite on the card, and the guy who I think will get a ton of ownership over 9K, probably at minus 620. And Meerschaert's coming back at plus 460. Fight goes to decision. Fight doesn't go to decision is a massive minus 320, Big Marley. So the odds makers think this fight is not going to decision. How do you think this one plays out?
Yeah, I think knockout from Muradov or submission from Meerschaert. Either way, I want a lot of this fight. Probably as much as the book has. We're just a minus 320 for inside the distance. I want over 75% of my total lineups to have this fight. More so on the Muradov side. If it's not a knockout or a submission, I think he's going to clearly win. It'll be mostly taking place on the feet, I think, because he has the takedown defense to keep this fight on the feet. And I just don't see Meerschaert having any chance there. But if Meerschaert wins, he's going to break the slate because it's going to be a submission where he's very experienced. He has a whole lot of submissions on the card. He scores 100 plus on most of his wins. And I don't think a whole lot of people will have him because he's the cheapest guy on the card. So I want a little bit of a leverage to Meerschaert here. I do think he is live. I think the line's gotten out of hand too. I don't think Muradov should be that high of a favorite. But at the same time, I do think he gets the job done. I don't think Meerschaert can hang with him on the feet. And if he's not successful with takedowns, I think he's going to go down at some point in this fight. It's just if we want to pay that 9,300, that'll be the option. I really need the extra money to get up there because I wouldn't mind paying 100 less for Petrosky, who we'll talk about here shortly. But I think Muradov will be popular. I will be getting a good amount. I think he's playable in all formats. But I'll be more overweight to the field on the Meerschaert side because it won't take much to do that.
I mean, Meerschaert, we know what he does. His literal only chance, and if you're going to bet this, there's only one way to do it, and that's if you're going to bet the Meerschaert side, it has to be by submission. Like, let's see what the submission number is. So I don't want to take plus 290 isn't enough, or what is this? Plus 460 isn't enough. There is a bet here. Let's see, Meerschaert by submission. Oh, here, come on. Yeah, here we go. Plus 1,000. So if you're going to bet it on the Meerschaert side, I'm taking the plus 1,000. To me, Big Marley, that is his only path. You're right. Muradov, 100% takedown defense. I don't think Meerschaert has taken him down. Meerschaert definitely cannot strike with his dude. The volume isn't there. The power isn't there. There's nothing about Meerschaert's game that's going to allow him to hang with this guy on the feet. So the most likely scenario is Muradov pieces him up and knocks him out. But we know that Meerschaert is sneaky, and he can lure you into jumping into top, and all of a sudden throw up a triangle or some Paul Craig level miracle at the end of the fight, and he wins it. So you take the plus 1,000 odds, 10-1, put 1/10 of a unit on there. You win a unit if it happens. That's how I would bet it on that side of the fight. I'm not betting anybody who's minus 600 in Muradov, but Muradov likely wins. But keep in mind that if he doesn't get that first or second round finish, a couple knockdowns along the way, it's not an absolute nuts lock. So that's why we'll talk about some of these other names like Mana Martinez and, coming up soon, a couple of other ones like coming up next, Andre Petrosky. So I agree. Muradov for the win. Meerschaert, take a little 5%-ish, maybe or so stab on the likelihood of him getting a submission miracle at some point along the way.